So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away.
Never give up. Fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss. Fighting till the end, no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Come on in, we got stuff to do. Motivated, inspired, fired up to get stuff done, or at least we get it done, right? Because if we get it done, we can change everything. And that's what we're going to do today. I had a client ask me the other day about teaching. They said, obviously I teach. Could I teach them how I teach? I said, well, I can't. I have two methods. I have one I use on the podcast, a little bit different, a little more freeform, if you will, but still follows the structure if you pay attention. It's there. And another one I use when I'm actually face-to-face or on a mastermind coaching call, something like that. I'll share that one probably with you today, maybe the other one as well. We'll see what happens. So hang on for the ride. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006, cranking out the podcast like a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts all the time. Some of them have holes in them, there's no doubt about it, but you know the holes are good too. How are you? My name is Scott Smith. What? I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Happy to have you here today. I was thinking I saw Twisters this past weekend. It was a pretty good movie. They did a great job. Fun ride. Really I kind of enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But you know what they say, you don't face your fears, you ride your fears. And I was thinking about my Face Your Passion program, and suddenly this is what you're going to hear. You don't find your passion, you face your passion. If you've been hearing me talk about this Face Your Passion coaching group I have and thinking about getting in it, we're going to blow this thing open here in a couple of weeks. But if you've been thinking about it, now's a really good time. It's a mastermind group. You work with me a couple hours a week. It's a great group of people. I have a module course that you follow that kind of keeps you on track. It's very cool stuff. If you'd like to join, do me a favor. Go to faceyourpassion.com and watch the workshop video that I did. That'll give you an idea of what I do there. And I have to tell you, it is $297 a month. So it's not a cheap program, but it's not expensive, and it's massively, massively, incredibly powerful. Send a note to support@motivationtomove.com. Say, Scott, I'm interested. Let's get on the phone and talk. And I will. All right, let's talk about teaching today. You want to do that? Why not? Motivational teaching method. Let's do that. I mean, it's different. It's very different to do the motivational style of teaching, because in my world, I have to do that. Honestly, when you come to me, you don't want me to treat you like I'm a professor, because God knows I'm not. However, what you want to do is learn what I know, and you want me to keep you excited and motivated, make you feel good that you can go do it. That's kind of my job, right? So when I was a kid, I needed that too. Mrs. Etheridge was my 5th grade teacher at Westgate Elementary School in Manassas, Virginia. She was a great lady, a special knack for motivating her most free-spirited student. Any idea who that might have been? Yeah, I had a history. A lot on my permanent record is all I really want to say right now. Now, I wouldn't be honest. Man, I got to tell you, I don't remember how she tamed me. I saw the world as a different place. To me, the world was a place to explore, mostly between the lines. But what I will say is that when you begin teaching somebody like me, you got to have a really good way of getting their attention and motivating them. And kind of, when I say motivating, I mean moving them through the process, capturing their imagination and painting the picture, and then giving them something to chew on, and just kind of grab them and pull them into you. That's how they reach your potential. Now, there's all kinds of ways to do this, to fire them up that way and to have them get more success in life. But this is what I do if you want to pay attention to it. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a bonus here. You want a bonus? If you hang on, I'll give you the bonus and tell you what I do on the podcast. Slightly different than I do what I'm going to tell you right now. We'll see how time goes, okay? So the first thing when I need to teach somebody, whether it's on a mastermind call, on a private Zoom call, privately in person, wherever it happens to be, doesn't matter. It could be at the grocery store talking to somebody. You meet people where they are. When they come in the door, you establish some kind of commonality. You meet them right away. You don't get right to work. That's kind of boring. I know they came here for work, but you don't want to do that. Nobody does. You haven't transitioned yet to the moment. So we want to kind of meet them where they are. They just walked in, establish a common frame. Could be the weather. Man, it's hot today. Come on in, get in the air conditioning, something like that, right? You get a little bit of attention, a little bit of camaraderie. You establish a little community with the people around you. If it's only 2 of you, that's fine. You both agree it's hot today. So the first thing, that's what I always do. Meet you where you are, establish something in common. Now, the next thing is to kind of strengthen a foundation, because what I want to do is a little bit of a review. I want to recap just a little bit. I remember last week we were talking about this. How are you doing with that? Kind of pull into it just a little bit and just recap just a tad. Build on the foundation. I want to know where I'm starting. And I have to understand that most people, when they walk away from me, a week later they come back and they're not thinking about me all week long. They're thinking about me 2 minutes before they get on the phone with me. So the first thing I want to do is kind of pick up where we left off, recap just a little bit. Doesn't have to be real formal, just has to get them in the mood to learn again. So what's everybody want after that? Come on, Scott, get to the point. Well, that's it. The introduction of new knowledge. It only arrives, though, when they're open to receive it. Have you ever been in a seminar, or maybe been in a classroom, wherever you happen to learn, and that moment in time when you're just sitting there and whoever's talking is talking, and suddenly you go, ooh, I got to write that one down. That's when the new stuff, at least to you, starts coming. So I'm aware of that. I've got your attention now. I'm kind of building a foundation. I reminded you stuff I've already taught you, you've already learned, and now I'm beginning to bring in new stuff, and now you're listening. You're leaning into me a little bit. Now, stacking new knowledge on top of old like that is like chasing shiny objects. You can forget everything you've ever learned if you do that. So integrating a little bit of the new with the old is really how we put it all together. So if I take something that's a little bit older, you learned, say, a month ago, and then integrate it with something new and then tell you how it makes sense, you remember it, don't you? Yeah, you can tie it all together because you can relate to it. And you've been there 1,000 times before. It's when you take something new that doesn't relate at all and nobody tells you how it's eventually going to relate, it doesn't work. So we build that foundation, we introduce some new stuff, and then we kind of weave it together so it all makes sense together. Now next, this is kind of where I think it works. This is, I think, where I get people's attention all the time. I add something exciting, a little twist, a little bit of a bonus they didn't see coming. It's kind of a catalyst. It kind of paints a picture in their mind of the benefits of using the new knowledge I just taught them. So a lot of times what that will be is maybe somebody is going to go into a career and they really don't know what the career is all about. And I will say, you know what? This is really good stuff, but here's how you can use this. Let me give you a little tip. So off in the future, when you're actually maybe on stage speaking, here's something you can do to really, really just ratchet this up 10 notches. It's an exciting twist. And they go, oh my goodness. So we taught them what they already knew. We've reiterated and recapped that. We've given them some new stuff, and then we blended it all together. And now here's something brand new that gets them really exciting when you send them out the door. So after that, not everybody says they want homework, but they all do. And if you don't give them homework, they might be dissatisfied. They may not do it. I don't really expect people to ever do their homework. That's up to them. But I do give them some homework, and I hold them compassionately accountable. What that means is that I'm not going to be strongly holding them accountable. If they don't do it, they don't do it. I've just learned something in my life over time. I can hold you accountable once, twice, 3 times a lady. On the third one, you fire me if you didn't do it. The first one, it's like, yeah, man, I was kind of busy. Second one is, oh, well, busy again. Third one is, yeah, I'm too busy to do this stuff. So I look for people who are very much willing to learn. They're in the game. When you give them something to do compassionately, it's not a whole lot to do, just enough to move them forward. Let them go do it. That's all we do. Now, everybody's a little bit different. When you structure teaching into a motivational flow like that, it's relatable, it's repeatable, it's reframable. It really does create more excitement as you go on, life changes. So try that. I know I went fast through this, and if you have my daily nugget, it is listed out in the email I sent out today. And if not, just write it down, and you can figure this out. You're going to find it really is going to work from really captivating people's attention. Now, what do I do here? Do you want to know what works here? So we live in a YouTube world. We live in a world where, for the most part, people just want the info fast. Now, I usually break the rules because I take like 60 seconds or 2 minutes or 3 minutes to get to it because I just don't care because I'm doing my thing. And those people who like me are willing to wait for the conversation to get us there. But for the most part, wrapped up in what I do is essentially a little bit of a hook. That's simply stepping out there and giving you an idea. It's like if you're at a seminar and you're looking at the board and the board says this person's talking about this. If that title is well written, you're walking in the room. Same thing with a YouTube video, same thing with a podcast. So to the best of my ability, I try to hook you in just a little bit. Now, what happens is that we kind of go into the body of the show. Now, the body's really interesting. The body is always shaped by story, and there's always a few facts. Some people say 3, some 5. I usually go with 3. So you're going to hear a story, a little setup story, and then we're going to transition into a couple of facts, 1, 2, 3, and then toward the end, another story where I kind of wrap it up and hammer it home. After that, we're all done. And we want to close out the show. Essentially, what I want to do is I want to hook you in. I want to take you on a little ride, teach you a couple things, close it out with a big bang, and then say, hey, let me set the hook. Here's a cliffhanger. We're going to do this tomorrow. Why don't you come back and see me, and we'll do another show, and you'll learn a whole bunch more tomorrow. Did I just give away my secrets? I've only got 5,000 episodes of experience. I've only done it perfectly about 900 times, but in between, I've done a few that are pretty good as well, you have to admit. Just remember, meet people where they are. Give them something new. Blend it into the old so it makes a lot of sense. And then give them something exciting, something, a twist they didn't expect. A little bit of homework just to kind of keep them moving down the road. When they come back next week, do the same darn thing again. I suppose you could even do that on a podcast. Never really thought about that. Easier to follow a little bit of a format, even if you're a free-form guy like I am. Trust me, a little structure goes a long way, especially if you're a guy like I am, who likes to get outside of the lines and between the lines. Yes, I do it at the same time sometimes. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow right here on The Daily Boost.